Namaste. Good morning to all of you. Welcome to my Advent calendar. Welcome to the 10th day of December. And thank you so much for participating in this event. It's really been very comforting, actually, each day to go back and to read your messages, your comments. So thank you. I appreciate it. This morning I am using Tarot au Amour Étrange, Tarot of the Strange Branches. Be fully present where you are in this moment. Just stop what you're doing. Take a few deep breaths. Let this message provide comfort, support, nourishment, healing. Smiling here. Okay. I'm smiling because I just popped into the yoga room and it's just my favorite space. I have something to share with you from my yoga room. Did I talk about back bends? I think I did. I think I talked about back bends earlier. The importance of freeing the spine and freeing the body on a daily basis. It's just so important. And how often have you thought of a Two of Pentacles card? This is such an important card, actually, because this is the card that comes at winter solstice. It's the first card of Capricorn. It is, historically speaking, this was the change card, the little change card, whereas I see the wheel as the big change card. And sometimes we need to be really brave to initiate that change. And it takes a lot of courage to do this. Most people can get into a bridge pose where you're just lifting your hips up off the floor. But to find the courage, and not only the strength, the courage, the lion-heartedness to make your way into this pose is really something. And this may be something that's completely beyond your range, but think about this. Think about, how can I move my body today, in this moment, to open in a way I wouldn't normally pause to open? And is that just a matter of sitting up, changing your posture, actually doing something with your arms to open your heart a little further? Think about this. Change is lion-hearted. Change is big-hearted. Change is bold. I want to say good morning to Clevis and Laura. Saskia, good evening to you, and good evening to Amelia. Tina, namaste, and Tarot with G, hello. That deck is so beautiful. It's been on my mind. Yeah, it is. It's a very, very special deck. And Mary Beth, did I say good morning to you? Namaste. Change. What if we initiate change through our physical movement? Think about the lemniscate energy of this card and think about how the lemniscate inspires physical change. The suit of pentacles, we often forget, is the suit of the body. I like that. I haven't really ever spoke to this card in that way. And I think let's open, let's initiate change by expecting one little bit more of our own physical open-heartedness. Valet of Swords. When I look at this card, It's like she's clearing away the clutter, like clearing away. She's clearing away something the little branches that are growing on her. She's trying to get clear about something. And whenever I do these kind of readings and the pages show up, they know stuff. They know stuff. And I feel like they've been trying to give us messages for years. These pages that inhabit our DNA, inhabit our bodies. Listen. Listen to her. Listen to him. They're tired of you not paying attention. Hmm. And we have the goddess of the sun as well too. So pentacles, more pentacles. In this deck we have valet, cavalier, reine, and dais. So there's no kings in the suit. They're referred to as the goddess of the suit. She is fully committed to her earthly experience. It's so funny. It's almost like I can hear a voice of that little page. You know, Mom, I've been telling you this. Or, and maybe this little voice comes through a child, a grandchild. Maybe this little voice comes from somewhere inside of you. Come on. Come on, G. Come on, Tina. I've been having this conversation with you for a long time. You know, if we actually start going for a walk every morning, it's going to change everything. I don't know. I think this is really a simple message. And I want to also honor all of those people who are not able to or feel that because of physical limitations. Okay, well, no, Sadhana, of course I can't go for a walk every day. I can't even get out of the house. I can't get out of my wheelchair. What are you talking about? So how do we incorporate this within the limitations of our own physical body? Honest to God, this is what I'm doing in my breath class. This is about learning to breathe with every moment. This is about taking an inhale breath and clenching your fists and taking an exhale breath and letting it go. This is about learning when let's suppose you're in a wheelchair, if you're able to manage the brake on your wheelchair. My God, do people even have manual ones even anymore? But so here's an example. So as you lift the lever, you breathe in, and as you put it down, you breathe out. I've talked about this in washing dishes and drinking a cup of coffee. You coordinate the simplest of movements with breath. And I've said this to so many clients as I try to incorporate breath awareness into lifestyle. And I'm doing a series on Tuesdays, by the way, if you've never learned how to breathe. It's really, really simple. It's not for advanced yogis. And I think I've done 7 or 8 classes. And I would say, go back to the beginning and just think about this. Think about how breath initiates movement. What if we can initiate this change and get more aware of our physical experience? What if by doing that, we can be more aware of our spiritual experience? Good morning, Casey. Welcome. Open heart, open-heartedness, open. Okay. What would she have to say about this? This is our main card from yesterday. It's kind of fun actually having all these cards out on the table. So yesterday I shared with you my favorite journal, my favorite journal. And today I'm going to share with you a favorite book. And this is actually a book I've recently pulled out. I want to go through it in quite some detail. Um, I've read parts of it, but I have not read the whole thing. This is called The History of Tarot Art. And, it's funny. I thought when I chose this as one of my 24 categories for sharing with you my favorite tarot things, I would be sharing with you like a favorite guidebook or something. And so I may add that to the list and share with you my favorite tarot guidebook, because I could not include this book in this series. So I don't know if you're aware of this book. It's a large, beautiful hardcover book, and this book just covers so many aspects of tarot. And if you do not have a historical collection, hello, Tamian, namaste, welcome. It's just a little bit of juiciness into aspects of historical tarot. And of course, I will be stepping into some of this in 2024 as I begin a journey into the Tarot de Marseille. And so this book it's really quite thorough, covers all kinds of more contemporary works as well too, and you can see we're going through quite the history of tarot. Morgan Greer. I do have that deck. I've not had that out in a very long time. All of these decks that were fundamental to the journey of people like you and me, those of you who are tarot readers and collectors of tarot. Mm. I think, there are some aspects of tarot that I have not incorporated into my library. And there's a favorite series, all the druid plant, druid animal, druid craft, and Robin Wood. This is Robin Wood here. Of course, a great tarot book cannot not mention Robin Wood or Patrick Valenza. It's really amazing, isn't it? All of the incredible people who have been a part of this thing called tarot. And we are so fortunate to have so many amazing artists. And how art has evolved, how art has, like the journey, right, from woodblock cuts, acrylic paint, to the many decks that have multiple textures and have been created with fabrics and trims and things like that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I want to share with you another favorite that is not tarot related, but definitely spiritually related. And that is my practice of mantra. And like I was sharing with breath, mantra has become very much a part of my lifestyle. It's not something that is separate. It's not something that is relegated to the yoga room, or to yeah, it's it's not. It's just, it's become part of my life. I also did a very short series trying to introduce some mantras, and it was really hard because I need to go back to that series and add on and um, expand. And I was doing it privately, unlisted on my yoga channel. And if that's something anybody's interested in, let me know, and I'm happy to go back and add some more mantra and revise. But what I want to talk about today is um, mantra that japa. So japa is when mantra is repeated, like for a whole mala, and or 3 or 4 or 5 malas. So this could be with quite a long mantra actually, or it could be with something that is a lot shorter. And this can also be used as something to calm the mind, still the mind, to sit in quiet contemplation. So when I am preparing for meditation, and this, I don't know, this is just so transporting for me. And it's also found a way to calm and still the heart. So if I'm feeling distressed, it just sort of zones everything back together. And this particular, I thought I'd share this mala with you, is a turmeric mala. And I can't really use this mala. I thought that I could use this mala to work with my solar plexus chakra. So different herbs, different spices, different vegetables. They all help with different chakras. And turmeric is very good for cleansing. It is because it's a little spicy. It's also solar plexus chakra, very good for digestion. And I started to use this mantra, and I was just simply doing the mantra for the solar plexus chakra, which is Ram. And I found this to be it was way too intense. It actually upset my digestion. And it's something I would like to go back to, because the whole idea of the mala, coordinating with the frequency of the mantra, with the frequency of the intention, is really, really beautiful. And yeah, it's even got yellow string. The mala that's around my neck, I've talked about this one lots of times. I keep this one very close to myself. This is a spatik mala. Spatik is the Indian word for crystal. And oh, I can see one of the beads. Oh no. This was, we all purchased these in Tarapeet in India. We were doing a Shakti Peet tour and going around to, I think we did maybe 8 or 10 Shakti Peets, which are temples where the bits of Shakti fell after her self-immolation, if you know that mythology. And it's a sacred journey to go and visit Shakti Peets to connect with the energy of the Divine Feminine. And so as part of our sadhana, our instructor, lovely soul, who I've also talked about many times, Ananda Shakti, had us all purchase a spatik. So spatik, clear crystal, right? So quartz is, it's high frequency, it's cleansing. And we had an evening mantra sadhana where we were to dial down every night. And she gave us a mantra that we were to integrate all of our work with every night, and just one mala and go to bed. That was our homework. And really powerful practices. And I've used, I've made malas. I've done mantra with a mala sadhana for many years, and it's really soothing. It's really soothing. And learning how to turn the beads, and to turn the beads just with feel, and to do it in a way that is in alignment with the energy of um, respecting the tradition. It's fascinating. Mm. Okay, so maybe I will. Maybe I will go back. I know that Lena Strandberg, she asked for some more videos, and perhaps, yeah, I'll do something with that. Okay. And so where are we? Tarot tip of the day. Tarot tip of the day. I know this has been a favorite part for a lot of you, and I it's so interesting, right? How do I come up with 24 tarot tips? Um, I don't know. Just do. So my tarot tip for today is this: be less rigid with the way that you shuffle cards. Let me get a deck. Get the deck we were working with yesterday. So I need to preface this. What I want to say here is, if you don't use reversals, to be a little more courageous with that and working with cards that are upside down. So let's get the other camera on. Oh dear. Where is my tech person? All right. So normally when I shuffle, I'm very conscious about shuffling so all the cards go the same way. And I know many people read reversals all the time, but this is for those of you who are at a place in your journey where you would like to play with them. And so you just intentionally shuffle the cards so half go one way and half go the other way. And I'm just going to share with you a couple of ways to manage reversals and to start very slowly with thinking about why a card might appear right side up and why a card may appear down. Okay. Okay. Maybe we'll get a card of bravery. I didn't account for horizontal cards because this deck has horizontal cards. 5 of fire. Be brave. Be brave, young grasshopper. Okay, so this card is upside down. This is the wheel. This is the wheel. What in the world might the wheel represent, and how can we approach the wheel? How can we approach the wheel when it is reversed? All right, so number one, I would say, use it as an emphatic message. Just pretend that the upside down card has an exclamation mark on it. It says, pay attention to me. And you can use an expletive, you can use an adjective in there. Look at me, pay attention to me. This is serious. Now, it's not the first card. The first card of the reading, I would say, is always the most important. This one happened to be horizontal. What does it mean when a wheel, when something that flows with life would appear upside down? I would simply say pay more attention to flow. Pay more attention to the calendar, to cycles. Cycles are important right now. Don't resist this process. Let yourself incorporate reversals with flow, with ease into your readings. This card is also upside down, and this is the 3 of water. Okay. Now, you can get really creative with this. So what happens when we turn triangles one way and then the other way? In many 3 cards, the shape of the people, there is a shape of a triangle on the card. And you can simply work with that shape and instead of reading an upward facing triangle, read it as a downward facing triangle and incorporate that into the reading. Now, this is a water card. Water likes to run down. And this is a card of connection and growth and emotional growth. It's also a card of release, for me anyway. You know, we have this fullness of emotion in the three, and there's a time for expression, celebration, right? And through that we let go of some of this. So, looking at this message, I would simply say, be brave, young grasshopper. Don't resist the flow of your emotions. I like that the water card is upside down. Water wants to flow. Take it slow. Take it easy. Don't let it confuse you or throw you off. It's not that big of a deal to start reading with reversals. And it might actually give you a boost or start to re-energize your readings. So have fun with that, okay? And oh my God, it's so beautiful to see former students connecting in the chat. It's really lovely. I'm glad you're all here. All right, so have a lovely rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow for day 11. Namaste. Take good care.